Don't say reschedule and then you don't give me a day that you want to reschedule. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, maybe it's just me. Okay, so I thought this would be a great time to do a video. I just finished doing a snap takeover, a makeup takeover. So I was like, why not make a video and have a discussion while I curl my hair? So I wanted to talk about getting friend zoned. And let me tell y'all, I don't mean to cuss, but that shit hurts. Like, it don't hurt, it stings. And I can't tell y'all how many times this has happened to me, but like recently, I don't know why this time it stung more. But girl, when I tell y'all I was in my emotions, I had to call my best friend to get my mind off of it, because I don't even like sitting around being in my emotions, because I already have other stuff that I'm dealing with. And so to be worried about a nigga, nah, play, you can keep that. Okay, so I met this guy. We are gonna call him Jake. Okay, so I met, there ain't no black name. Devontae, that's what we gonna call him. I met Devontae through a mutual friend. And mind you, I didn't really pay attention to him at first. I don't think he really noticed me either, which was cool. I had my eye on somebody else that night. And so I asked my friend, we gonna call her Jayla. No, because I know a Jayla. We're not gonna call you Jayla, baby. We gonna call you Jaden. Okay, so I asked Jaden, I was like, because it was her birthday, and I was like, hey, talking about the other dude, he was light skinned. I don't even like light skinned, but I don't know, that night I was like, hold up. But like, I was just like, hey Jaden, what's your take on them two right there? Well, on, you know, that one specifically. And she was like, oh girl. She was like, oh girl, hell no. She was like, that is not the ones that you want. She was like, the ones that you want, the ones that are better for you, is those guys over there. So she pointed to her friends, and Devontae was standing over there. And I was like, I didn't notice him. And so I go home. I don't know, this kind of cute like this though. But I go home and I just forget about it. You know, I gotta spray heat protectant before you put any type of heat on your hair. The devil. So I get home, you know, I'm chilling, you know, I take a shower, everything. I'm laying in bed, and he follows me, Devontae follows me on Instagram. And I was like, wait, hold up. I was a little confused. I was like, how the hell did he even, you know, find my Instagram, right? So I saw that Jaden, you know, reposted my story because we were singing happy birthday, and he followed me, and I was like, oh, mean, that's cool. You know, that's what Instagram is for, right? But then he goes and he messages me and he was like, I don't know why I remember this, but he was like, I look like a crackhead. And I was like, I think I laughed. And I was like, no, you don't. And so we kind of like talked for a little bit. But then like that was the end of that. But I found myself sliding up often. Like after a while, I found myself sliding up on his Insta story. And I was like, you know, this nigga, that nigga kind of cute. You know, he funny because like every time, because like at first I wasn't even looking at him like that. So he was just making me laugh. And I was just like, So he posted something about girls never outright shoot they shot. They like a couple of pictures and expect you to expect you to you know, shoot your shot, you know, come in their DMs. And he was like, that's not how they work, because that's sending mixed signals. So I slid up and I was just like, he's like, you can't, that's not shooting your shot. And I said, yes it is, because if I'm liking a couple of your pictures, that means, you know, I'm trying to holler. And he was just like, oh really? Then I thought about it. I was like, wait, no, because sometimes I'll just like a few pictures because I like what's on your page. But then majority of the time, it's me, you know, telling you that you're cute without outright saying that I think you're cute. And so after that, he had like send me honest messages or something. So I was like, I'll do it. I think it was anonymous. And so I did that. I slid up and I was just like, are you single? And he was just like, yeah. And so I saw the message like a couple of hours. I saw his response a couple of hours later on his story. And what the devil am I doing? I usually curl this on my mannequin, but I didn't already put it on my head and I didn't feel like taking it back off. But I saw his response and then I messaged him and I was like, yo, that was me shooting my shot. And he was like, oh, and he sent like the little smirk. And he was just like, why you just didn't stay with your chest or something like that. And I was just like, well, okay. And I said, are you single? He was like, yeah. I think I said, do you have anybody that's under the impression that y'all are together? And he was like, hell nah. And he was like, but I should be asking you that question. He was like, are you? And I was like, nah, bro, like I'm single. See, I think that's my problem right there. I talk like a dude. And so that's how I always get the homeboy role. Always. Cause I don't really know how to talk like a girl. You know, I don't know how to be flirty. I think I missed that class on how to be flirty. If y'all got some tips on how to be flirty, please let me know in the comments, because your girl will be like, what's up, son? Like, what's poppin'? Like that's me. I don't know how to be like, oh my god. I don't know how to be like, hey. I don't know. I think that is really cheesy. So that's not something that I'm gonna do. But yeah. Boom, we started talking right there. And so it was like we were flirting think I gave him my number, or he gave me his number. And we started talking a little more. We started talking like almost every day at that point. And it wasn't like, you know, it's like flirty stuff. It was like us, you know, cracking jokes and actually talking about serious stuff. And I was just like, whoa, this nigga know a couple of things, you know. He sound like he didn't seen a couple of things, been around the block. And so we finally made plans to hang out. And the day we were supposed to hang out, he didn't tell me till like later that he couldn't hang out. And like, so my experience with guys is usually they make plans to hang out with me and they bail last minute, never say why, never reschedule, nothing. So I was upset because I was like, oh Lord, here we go again. Like, I'm really tired of this. Like, I don't ask for none of this. I thought I was a pretty good person. And I'm like, is this karma from a previous life? Like, please let me know. Why did I do that? But then he was just like, he gave me a reason. He was like, I'm not gonna get off at the time I thought I would. It's gonna be a lot later. And it ended up being like midnight. So I was like, all right, cool. He was like, we're gonna have to reschedule. So when he said, let's reschedule, he ain't never said when. So that made me mad, because it was just kind of like, don't say reschedule and then you don't give me a day that you want to reschedule. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, maybe it's just me. But like the next day he texted me, he was just like, what are you doing? Like Tuesday or something. And I was like, Tuesdays, do I have class? Oh, I was like, oh, I'm, you know, free after 10:15 because I only have one class on Tuesdays. And he was like, all right, cool. He asked me if I wanted to hang out. I said, yeah, that's fine. So Tuesday he comes to pick me up. And we go to his place, which was fine. We actually was like watching movies. What movie did we watch? I don't even remember what movie we watched. He was just like, you can stay over tonight if you like. But like, I didn't want to, you know, stay over the first night. I mean, yeah, after sex. So like, staying over wouldn't have been that big of a deal. But I was just like, maybe next time. I didn't want to feel like I was like in his space. Yeah. So he brought me home. He walked me all the way to my room door, and he actually kissed me goodnight. That was a good kiss. I hadn't been kissed in a while. So that right there, that was like, and then he texted me the next day. So we was talking. So I go home for break and we're still talking. I FaceTime him a couple of times. He FaceTimed me. I don't know how in the world he ended up talking to my mom and my sister. But yeah, that happened, and it was just kind of like, okay. I fast forward. I come back to break, and he told me, I asked him if he wanted to go to my friend's little birthday outing thing, and he was like, yeah, I'll come. I didn't think he was gonna come, because again, I am used to niggas saying something, that they're gonna do something with me, for me, and never follow through. So I wasn't even really pressed about it. But like, I FaceTimed him and he helped me pick out my outfit. He texted me, he was like, is that a cover charge? Because we was going to Grooves. And he's like, is that a cover charge? I said, nah, it's free right now. And he was like, I bet, I'm on my way. Still, I wasn't believing him at all. But I'm there at Groove's with my friends, and I'm facing, my back is against, like facing away from I'm facing away from the door. And I don't know, something told me to just turn around. So I turn around, and then he comes, he's walking up, he's smiling at me. And I was like, oh, he came. Bet. So like, I was happy to see him, so I hugged him. And he saw my friend, and he was like, damn, she fine. I don't know if like that, if he really meant it, like, you know, like. And so he was just like, would you want to have a threesome with her? And I looked, and I got upset, and I was just like, don't try me, please. Not tonight. And he started laughing, so I was like, I guess it's a joke, but like, I don't play like that with my friends. He kept mentioning how good she looked. Like, he still made an effort to pay attention to me too, so I didn't really, you know, pay too much attention to it. And so he brought me home after he walked me to my door. I asked for a kiss, he gave me a kiss. Then he called me when he got, I think he called me when he got home. Yeah, he called me when he got home. Then so yeah, fast forward, we're still talking every day. But like, as time goes on, I'm like, dang, I really like this dude. Like, for real, for real. And so it was getting to the point where, like, I told my friends about him. I was just like, yo, like, I like this dude, but like me, I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop. And it did drop. But my friend, she was like, well, from what you're telling me, I like him. You know, he sounds like a genuine person. And I was like, yeah, it feels like I said he might actually, you know, like me, not thinking, you know, that I am being put in the friend zone as time goes on. And so we set a date to go to see Bad Boys. And first night, he canceled last minute. Mind you, I was dressed and ready to go. He canceled last minute because he said he needed to pick up his cousin from babysitters. Cool. I would have liked the heads up earlier, even like 30 minutes earlier, because like I was dressed. I had just got out the shower and I got dressed and everything. And yeah, like 30 minutes earlier would have been fine. But yeah, that happened. And then Saturday it was raining, and he was just like, if it's still raining, I'm not leaving the mall. And he ended up not answering my text messages. And then he was just like, I lost the signal, and I was like, all right. But he was like, the rain had stopped at 10:15. So I'm like, if the rain stopped at 10:15, why you just ain't go get in your car, call me and say, hey, I'm on my way, get dressed? Because he told me 9:30, 10:30 the latest. So I was somewhat ready at 9:30, but 10:30 I was like, okay, I need to be ready, like dressed and ready to go. I didn't get a text from this dude till 11 o'clock talking about something, the rain stopped at 10:15. But if you knew, my thing was, you knew that I was waiting on you, correct? But you don't say nothing. You know why I stay. And you don't do nothing about it. Like, you don't even come over. Like, that kind of made me mad. But then we ended up going Sunday, and Sunday was off. So got there, it was cool, then the movie. Yeah, it was off. I can't even explain how it felt off, but it felt off. Like, I was like rubbing his arm while we was in the movie. I was like leaning on him, rubbing his arm, and I just like stopped because I was just like, yeah, something, this is off, like for real, this is really off. And then the movie's over, you know, we clowning, talking, joking, and he dropped me off home, and he didn't walk me to my door this time. He said he had to take a little deuce, so and if he got up, he would have passed gas. And I was just like, I mean, that's fine. I was like, but if you gotta go that bad, you can just like come use my bathroom really quick, so you don't have to, you know, be like trying to hold that while you're driving. Like, that's an accident waiting to happen. So he was like, nah, I'm gonna just stay in the car, but I'll see you later. I'll text you when I get home. And I didn't even get a hug. I didn't even get like a little rub on the shoulder. He didn't even like try to lean over to kiss me. I don't even know what was going on. So I was like, yeah, something is definitely off. Like, don't like start something with me and then you can't finish it. And so I just kept thinking, I was like, yo, like I called my best friend, I was like, yo, I think something's wrong, like something's off about this. And he was like, you need to stop overthinking stuff. That's how you be getting yourself caught up. But I was like, nah, but my gut ain't never wrong about stuff like this. And then he was like, I mean, go ahead and ask him, but like don't ask him now, cause like he was like, it's late in his booty call hours and you don't want to seem desperate. And I was like, you're right. So I wait the next day, and then my friend Charisma, she was like, yeah, you just need to ask him if things felt off. So I was like, all right, cool. And then I texted him. I don't even have the message anymore. So I texted him and I was just like, hey, I really like you and I need to know where your head is at. I don't want to be sitting here, you know, feeling one way and you don't feel the same way. So I just need to know, like, if we're on the same page. And so he texted me back and he was just like, I don't know where my head is at. I mean, you cool to hang out with, to kick it with, but I don't know what I want exactly. Something like that. But it was more along the lines like, we're just friends. Like, there's nothing more that we are ever gonna be. And so I was just like, I knew it. And I was mad that I knew it. That's why I was emotional. I was mad that I knew it. And if I didn't ask, I was gonna allow that to keep going. And then he texted me back. No, I texted him back and I was like, nah, I understand. We're just friends. He was just, cause he was just like, but if you don't wanna kick it or something, I don't wanna waste your time, so you do what you gotta do. That right there, that says, I don't care. We're just friends. I don't even know how to explain it, honestly, but I just knew. I said, yeah, okay, I understand we're just friends. There's nothing else, there's nothing that's gonna happen. So, yeah, I mean, I'm cool to kick it. Like, he's a good dude to hang out with. I ain't even gonna lie about that. I ain't even gonna front. Homie is a good dude. But the fact that I was friend-zoned again, that is what hurt, because it was just like, this time could possibly be different. And that's what I get for thinking. I'm actually tired of going with the flow. I will not go with the flow anymore. I'm tired of going with the flow. I'm really tired of asking, what are we doing? I'm tired. I just want somebody to come into my life and who wants me genuinely, that I'm attracted to, because I get them niggas that I'm not attracted to, like at all, like at all. Like, I don't even want you touching me type. And they be trying to give me the world. Like, they will go to war for me, but it's just kind of like, I get that and I appreciate it, but I don't want it from you. Yeah, I'm not even attracted. My mama said, if you can't visualize yourself holding their hand, why even entertain it? So I don't even entertain that stuff. Like, I'll try, then I'm just like, I can't even get past the fact that I'm not even physically attracted to you. And like half the time, they don't be talking about nothing either. So like, I can't even like be attracted to like their mental. Like, I can't even be attracted to like the way they think, how they carry themselves. But yeah, I thought I had me somebody. I just, girl, I am over it at this point. Like, but I ain't trying to be the homeboy to everybody for the rest of my life, because I am the homeboy. That's what they see. I have been the wingman. I've been helping niggas with relationships. I've been helping them try to fix stuff that they messed up. I have done it all. But have I had anybody for myself to call my own? No. So, yeah, friend zone, it ain't fun. It ain't fun at all. Cause like, sometimes it be like, am I not pretty enough? Am I not, you know, girly enough? And then like, these same dudes, they're all attracted to one type of female. And it's just like, I'm sorry that I'm shaped like a mini refrigerator. They can never say my brain is not in the right place, like my line of thinking is not correct. They can never say my heart is not in the right place. They can never say, you know, I am a genuine person. They can never say nothing negative about me. They never have a real excuse. It's just always, I mean, we could just kick it, you know, we could just be friends. Why do I have to be your homeboy? Don't you have enough of those? Please, don't you have enough? I get friend zoned more than my fingers can count. Yeah, that one right there, that one right there made me be like, you know what? Yeah, I don't give a damn no more. So I decided that I am going to get money, finish getting my degrees, because I got 2 more to obtain. Finish getting my degrees, get my money, start my businesses, and travel. I might as well enjoy I might as well enjoy myself. Since nobody wants to enjoy me, I'm gonna enjoy myself. I'm gonna take myself out. I'm gonna take myself on trips. I'm gonna, you know, treat myself. And I'm gonna remain fine, you know. But yeah, thank y'all for watching. I hope, I don't know if I made y'all laugh. I don't know if y'all could relate. I don't know nothing. But just let me know if you've ever been friend zoned in the comment section. Let me know any tips on how to flirt better. Then again, y'all keep it. But don't forget to like and comment. And if you like what you see, hit the subscribe button. And if you don't want to miss out on any videos, go ahead and hit the notification bell. It'll be somewhere down here next to the subscribe button. And as always, I love you, beauties. And don't forget and always remember that beauty comes with strength, dignity, and courage. I see y'all next time.